How's it going, everyone? Nerd Person Shooter here. So, I finally got around to playing Hollow Knight Silksong, the game that took so long to come out that it became a meme that people kept joking about. We're Silksong. They announced it like 2 weeks before they released it. It became a phenomenon. Amazing reviews. People love it. People also love talking about it. I haven't beaten it yet. I'm actually really far from finished. I'm still on Act 1, and I've only played it for about 13 hours or so. So this is going to be a first impressions video, not a full-length review or not even a mini review. Just giving you guys my thoughts on it because, honestly, I'm loving it so far. I think it's an absolutely incredible Metroidvania game with really amazing visuals, like the art style and like the backdrops. Now, this is a 2D Metroidvania game, and it kind of has like I don't want to say like a cartoony art style, but I love how compared to the first Hollow Knight game, this one is way more like colorful and just like more visually striking, more distinctly different looking areas. And I love the characters so far. They're really cool. Hornet is one of my favorite protagonists of the year. Hands down. I love Hornet. More than I ever thought I would. I didn't really think much about like the characters in these types of games, but the more I play Hollow Knight Silksong, the more I kind of like feel her motivation. It's really strange. For a character who looks kind of like a bug, she has a lot of like human qualities to her. I love the story so far. I love the exploration is awesome. I think that the game gives you plenty of really useful tools and upgrades to help you out. And I'm just having a ton of fun with it so far. But, and this is a big but.
But, but what? Everyone I know has a big butt. Come on, Simone, let's talk about your big butt.
I'm stuck on it right now. I'm stuck on a boss. I think she's like the fifth main boss, or maybe the sixth main boss. I haven't been keeping count. But I am currently stuck on a boss right now, and I've pretty much explored everything that I can up to that point, and I'm still kind of struggling against her. She's called the Widow. She's the boss in the the haunted Bell Fort. I forgot what it was called. Is it Bell Heart? I don't know. It's like a really little area, but it takes a while to like get to the upper portion of it, and I finally did. And that's one thing that I have to talk about. It's actually my only major complaint about the game so far. And this has always been the primary talking point about Silksong. The difficulty. It is a very fucking hard. It is one of the hardest video games I have ever played. I thought Sekiro was. I was mistaken. Very mistaken. I die all the time in this game. And when I say all the time, I mean, well, let's just say if I had started a death montage, it'd probably be like half my playthrough so far. Maybe that's an exaggeration. Maybe it wouldn't be 7 hours long. But it would definitely at least be 7 minutes long. So far. I die a lot in this game. Now, there was some controversy when the game came out about how Hornet takes like two masks of damage every time something hits her. I think they patched it a little bit since then, where only like the bigger enemies and some of the bosses hit her for 2 health. Most of the time, it's now only 1 health of damage. Like if I fall into a pit of spikes, it's only one now instead of two. So it's definitely not nearly as hard as it was before. But it's still really, really hard. And that is because of how aggressive a lot of the enemies are towards you. It is an incredibly hostile game. And it gets frustrating. Now, you can tell me it's a skill issue. I get it. Like you really have to get good to like play this game. Period. Then there's like no breaks in between. It's just like constantly aggressive. And the more I try chipping away at it, the more exhausting it gets. And that's an unfortunate scenario in an otherwise incredible video game. I'm not done with it. I'm going to keep trying, but I am going to take a break from it. Just because I have other videos I want to make, I have other video games I want to play and cover, and like my first impression video of Sekiro, I'm just telling you this right now, I'm taking a break from it. Now, I did eventually go back and beat Sekiro. I even got the Platinum Trophy in Sekiro, got all the endings in that quicker than I thought. So, maybe the same is going to happen for Silksong, but honestly, I kind of doubt that. I hate that the difficulty is so prominent. It's such a prominent topic when it comes to this game because I feel that it creates a barrier between the player and, the rest of the experience, and to experience all the other amazing portions of this game. And it kind of sucks how there's no like accessibility tools, accessibility options in the game. And I'm not talking about the tools that you obtain or find within within the map. I'm talking about like within the options. You know, I wish there was an option where you could like decrease the speed of the game a little bit so that you don't feel overwhelmed by all the different projectiles flying at you during a boss fight. And it's just, I feel like having that accessibility option would make it a little less chaotic at least. I also wish there was an accessibility option to disable contact damage. Because apparently it's very important to have contact damage in 2D games. I almost got killed one time during a boss by touching a stunned boss. I damage it enough times, it goes down, right? But I can't get too close to it while attacking it, or else I take damage from skin contact. Like, it's so fucking stupid. I don't care if not having it would make it too easy, which it wouldn't in this case, because it's still a really hard game in terms of like projectiles coming at you and enemies flying at you really fast. And contact damage on top of that is just too much. It's like, think of it this way. Look at most other Metroidvania games. They all have contact damage, right? But at least the enemies don't act like they're on crack cocaine and just like going berserk on you. The enemies are often passive aggressive in other Metroidvania games with the contact damage. Or you could have it the other way around, like in Hades, where enemies are all up in your face, all up in your jammies, but there's no contact damage, and you can dash through attacks, which I admit is unrealistic, but at least in that game, when you're playing as a superhero or something, it's more plausible that someone like Zagreus or someone like, Melinoe can do that sort of thing. And I'm not saying Hornet should be able to, dash through attacks. I just wish that the game didn't have contact damage. Having both aggressive enemies and contact damage is frustrating as shit. So yeah, I wish the game was a little bit more accessible. Now, people are going to come at me, really hardcore players who are going to be like, well, you just have to get good. I'm like, what if I don't have time? I have a job. I'm away from home 40 hours. I have shit to do when I'm at home. Okay? Like, I have other games that I want to play. I have shows that I want to watch on my free time too. Like, I don't want to have to devote my whole life to get good at one game, no matter how amazing that game is. It could be a game of the year, but I don't want to have to like get that good to the point where I have to like master every single enemy attack pattern and become fucking Neo from the Matrix, seeing lines of green code, zeros and ones, to get good at a game like this. So yeah, I'm on the side that says that this is just a bit too hard of a game. I do have, a few other nitpicks here and there that I kind of share with the first Hollow Knight game. Like, I wish that you didn't actually need to, like, buy maps from a vendor to actually have them show up. Like, I wish it was one of those things where you would kind of create the map as you explore. And if you found the vendor, relatively shorter on in that map, then you could buy the map and be like, okay, this is the whole map now. Exploring the whole map without the vendor and having to buy the map, only to end up with no map still, no hand drawn anything is kind of, I don't want to say annoying, but it's kind of inconvenient, you know? And I also don't like how you have to have a compass equipped to see where you are on the map. Again, it kind of adds to the realism. I get that, but it's still inconvenient to the player. I'm always pro convenience over pro realism in games. You know, I do like it when a game can be both convenient and realistic, like, say, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which is probably my personal favorite game of the year. But I always favor convenience over realism. I do. I also wish that you didn't need to rest at a bench to equip everything that you have in your inventory already. Why? Why do I need to do that? If I have them on me, why can't I just equip them? Like at any time? Or I don't get it. What else? What else do I not? I mean, there really are very, very, very few things that I find wrong with this game. It's a really immersive, very, very engaging, very challenging, but also very rewarding Metroidvania game. I will give it that. When you finally beat a boss in this game, it's one of the best fucking feelings ever in games. Like, it's even more rewarding than like a From Software game. I love every technical and artistic aspect about this game. It is beautiful. It is very, very well designed. It is incredibly not only well put together, but also really huge and just sprawling. And the fact that only 4 people made this game is absolutely mind-blowing. I understand it took a long time for them to do it. They're only a 4-person team, so it took them like what, 7 years, 8 years. But man, did it pay off over it really did. And it's only $20. This game probably has like over 80 hours of content. Like, I haven't even like scratched the surface yet, and I feel like I've already played a full-length Metroidvania game. You know, I've been playing it for 13 hours. That is about as long as Super Metroid, maybe even a little bit longer. And I'm still on Act 1. Yeah, game is huge. It is awesome. It is breathtaking to look at. It's just such a well-developed game from such a small studio. It is absolutely staggering. I don't want to give a final score on this game, but I will give a good faith score. I'm going to give Silksong a good faith score of a 9 out of 10. I think it's really great, and I'm sure it is absolutely amazing. I just need to get past the boss that I'm stuck at, only to end up getting stuck at probably an even harder boss later on. I know what I'm getting myself into. It is an incredibly hard game, but also a very rewarding one. I have confidence that it's a 9 out of 10. That's what my good faith scores are all about. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think of it. My highlights video will be tomorrow. It is my longest highlights video yet. It is just over half an hour long. These are moments that I consider myself to be at my funniest. Okay, so you guys might not all laugh at it. Some of you might actually walk away from the video thinking that you have just seen Disaster Movie Part 2. Okay? But yeah, that's my next video. I'm closing 2025 with that video. On January 2nd, my first 2026 video, I will have a Remembering Anthem preservation gameplay video for all 0 of you guys who are interested in that. And also my 2025 Nerd Person Shooter Game Awards, where I give my own awards to games that have come out this year. So that should be pretty fun. So stay tuned for those. The new year is coming. That also means there's more content coming from me. So yeah, stay tuned. And as always, thank you very much for watching and have a happy new year.
Merry New Year! Happy New Year. In this country, we say Happy New Year.